sometimes I do feel like I'm skeptical. Sometimes I do feel like I have that feeling of doubt. I have that feeling of, is this even real? Like, what am I trusting in? Who do I have faith in? Is this really the right path? I'm skeptical and I doubt myself, and I doubt the messages that come through, that I in that moment feel like, oh, maybe it's a higher power trying to talk to me or something. Then I doubt myself and I feel like embarrassed or something, like, or this feeling of like, what are you doing and stuff, and like, you know, the right way is only this way or something. Like, me growing up religiously and in a very Christian household, and also my father was a pastor, so having to grow up in that and like having to learn the Bible and know the Bible, and having been doped and being also like one of the people who sang, and going to like youth groups and stuff like that, and like always having this belief already implemented in me, and people telling me like, no, don't go there because that's witchcraft, or like the only God there is this God, and Jesus, the Holy Spirit, like, and if you don't do it this way, you'll go to hell. If you don't repent right now, you'll go to hell and hell and hell, and whatever you do that is not in their way, in the way that is written, you'll go to hell. And if you're gay, you go to hell. If you fornicate, you go to hell. If you do this and that, if you do yoga, you go to hell. If you do tarot reading, you go to hell. If you believe in anything else that is not the right way, you'll go to hell. And it's like, I have a girlfriend right now, and I love her so much with all my heart, and it's the most beautiful love I have ever experienced, ever, because it's so innocent, so beautiful, so loving, so kind, so sweet, and I feel so good. And it's like she was here like a couple of minutes ago still, and I woke up with this weird feeling like I was really closed off, and she kept telling me like, is everything okay, like, um I'm sorry if I did something wrong yesterday, like, I'm sorry, did you sleep good, I feel like I'm doing something wrong. And I'm like, no, I'm fine. I just want to be quiet, like, I don't know. And I already know that she was gonna leave too, and I still chose to act like that. Like, now I feel guilty because it's like, why did I act like that? And I want to know why I acted like that. It was nothing against her, and we had like, not something, we didn't even have an argument yesterday night before we went to sleep, just something little happened. And I was like, it's okay, like, and she started to feel guilty because she reacted a certain way, and I was like, it's okay, like, if it's a trigger for you, like, I understand, like, I the thing that I did, that I thought that was okay at first, actually she didn't like it or something. So I was like, I'm sorry, like, I will not do it again. I didn't even know that it would like hurt you so much, or that it was a trigger for you for something that happened in the past and stuff. Like, I'm not gonna do it again and I won't do it, you know? And then she felt guilty because it's like, it has nothing to do with me as a person. And it's not like she doesn't trust me. It's just like it was a trigger for something that happened in her past relationship. So she didn't want me, like, at the end of the day to do it anyway. So I was like, it's okay, like, I'll delete it or something. I won't do it, like, something like that. And she was like, no, but it's okay, like, whatever the fuck. And today, I guess she slept feeling a little bit guilty because I was like, just like, I love you. Like, I would not do anything to sabotage this relationship, or like to have like something happen where it's like a hurt in the relationship. And I didn't want her to sleep with that in mind either. I wanted us to sleep with her knowing that I love her so much and I wouldn't do anything to hurt her. And then I woke up today, and I guess I woke up with like a mood or something. And I like, we're also always really talkative in the morning and like really touchy, and we just laugh a lot and stuff. And this time I just woke up and started to clean, and I was like, I didn't even say anything. Like, she said good morning and I just kissed her on the forehead, and then I just woke up and went to pee and then started to clean. I didn't even go back to the bed because she was there still. Like, I didn't even go back to the bed and cuddled her a little bit. No, I just started to do other things. And then she woke up and she was like, are you okay? Like, you haven't said a word. And I'm like, I'm fine. I just want to be quiet and stuff. And like, she left. We talked a little bit, and then she left. We talked a little bit by the door, and I was like, I love you, like, I just feel this way. It has nothing to do with you and stuff. But now I feel guilty, and now I'm like, a lot of things are going on in my head because it's like, it has nothing to do with her as a person. And my point in all of that was also like, I'm in this relationship where it's like so good and so sweet and kind and like comprehending, and I I'm in this loving relationship, even though even if there's like something going on. For me, that's like the most completely softest argument or whatever ever, because the way I grew up in the past relationship that I was in, it was really abusive, um in every way, shape, and form. So me growing up Christian and them being like, if you're gay, you'll go to hell. If you do something with the same sex, you'll go to hell. And like, whatever the fuck. And growing up with what I believe, and always having this feeling in me, and being curious, and having crushes, and wanting to see women always. It's like, why did I feel that then? Like, why did I feel that all the time, the whole time? Why? And I tried to push it away, you know what I mean? And it's like, it's confusing to me because I love my girlfriend, and I love my life, and it feels so good right now, and there's nothing wrong happening right now in my life where I should be unmotivated, depressed, having these negative thoughts or whatever the fuck. Like, I used to live in such a turbo like really turbulence, like a chaotic life. I used to live such a chaotic life, being at home and also in my past relationship, that right now it's so beautiful and calm and peaceful and kind and sweet and just cozy, that my body is like, is this real? Is this like okay? Like, are you really doing the right thing? Like, aren't you gonna go to hell? Like, at the end of the day, we don't know where we go, and that scare, that fear traps me sometimes. That fear traps me sometimes because I will start thinking about it too much, and that's okay because that's actually really beautiful that I'm feeling that right now, because that fear is always the way to trap me, and then I choose to start to believe like in nothing or something, and for me that's comforting, and then I go deeper into depression, and then it just goes and goes and goes. But now I like, it's like I know and I saw and I felt, so I know the truth. You know what I mean? Like, I know this is just my mind making shit up right now to trap me back again in that box. And I got you. Like, it's crazy that we go in that cycle and you have to go out of it. You know what I mean? I felt the love and the light and the universe and my higher self and God. I felt everything. Like, why would I doubt it? You know what I mean? It's still that fear, that that human feeling arriving every now and then, and that's the beautiful thing about being human, because it's also like I've experienced some things, and I know those weren't fake. Like, I've experienced it. There's something else. There's energy, there's frequency, there's intuition, there's higher power, there's all these things. There's all these things like emotions that will put you emotion feelings that will put you in a lower frequency. There's higher frequency, there's vibrating at a lower frequency, and then having it come back at you. But like, if you vibrate in a higher frequency and stay positive and stay calm and have love and everything, those things will come back at you too, without any expectation. Giving love and not expecting anything, you know. And that's my relationship too. Like, I see it like it's like I give love and I don't expect anything back, but what I get back is the most beautiful thing. And it's like, also, I make my own reality. Like, I make my own reality. If I am negative and self-doubting and everything all the time, my life will not change. I will keep going in that circle, and that was my life for so long, and I got out of it. And now a lot of the times I'm like, my mind is running so fast, like, because of all these thoughts, and then I meditate and I feel better afterwards. But it's like, I don't know, I feel like I have to keep up or something. I don't know if it's having to keep up, but it's like putting this expectation on myself now. Like, putting this expectation on myself now that I feel all of these things, and I feel very spiritual, that I should be kind all the time or have love all the time, or be this certain type of figure that I put myself as. But it doesn't have to it doesn't have to be like that. It's not supposed to be like that. I shouldn't put an expectation on myself. I should let things flow like they always flowed. Like, before me being super aware of everything and stuff, I felt like I was going out of like automatic mode. Like, I did things because I didn't really think about it, but now I do things, and like, I'm having this internal battle with myself too. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, stay calm, like, give love, give compassion, and do it out of your heart. And you know, like if you get frustrated or angry or something, just feel it, let it go away, pass. Like, you know, like observe it and don't judge it, blah blah blah. And it's like, all right, but sometimes I do feel fucking bleh, like right now, like today. You know what I mean? Sometimes I do feel like, no, I'm just kidding. It's like not like that, but it's like sometimes I do be feeling like shit, you know what I mean? And it's okay. Like I have to face my shadow, you know, to see the light, you know? I have to be in the darkness. I have to be in the darkness. And the light washes away the darkness, you know? I have to have lows to have highs. Nothing is linear. Like nothing is linear. You know what I mean? Like I shouldn't be hard on myself. It's like, all right, you feel like this, it's okay. Like if you want to fucking do whatever the fuck you want to do in that moment, do it. But do it observing yourself and knowing your limit too, and knowing, like being aware of it. You know what I mean? It's like I really like going to gigs and concerts and festivals and shit like that. And enjoy having a drink here and there, you know what I mean? I enjoy doing these things. And it's okay. You know what I mean? Have that human experience. But always being aware of everything too. Observing yourself. You know what I mean? That's it. At a certain point, maybe in my life, how my life will go or whatever, I feel it for myself. I'm like, all right, like I'm done with that. You know, I'm done with like festivals or whatever the fuck. Like this is my life right now. Appreciate, you know, do the things that you have to do, like not putting your own life at risk or your own family at risk for doing something like going to a festival and camping for 3 days, or like going to concerts or gigs and stuff like that, and like drinking and then coming home drunk or some shit like that. Like it's not like that either, you know what I mean? Or that's how I see it, you know? So like you, people always be, and like it's always me too, like I always be running away from my shadow self, because it's like, no, I'm supposed to be the light and love and peaceful and calm and be in high vibrational frequency and stuff. But it's like that doesn't go away though. That doesn't go away just because you're like being a human or something. You're not a bad person for doing something humanely, you know? You're not a bad person for reacting a certain way or something, you know? Like you're not a monk living on the mountain or something. You're still living in this world, in society, in this system. You're still living in it, you know? And it's okay. It's just good if you observe yourself and you don't judge yourself and you do better every single day, and be your highest self, you know what I mean? And it's totally fine. Like things happen. You're human. You have emotions, you have feelings, you have all these human, you live in a human body, you know what I mean? Like it's okay to feel these things. You just have to keep them in balance. Everything is a balance. Everything. That's how I see it. And that's how I came to this conclusion too. You know, like I enjoy talking to myself because it's like I'm talking to me and I get me, you know what I mean? I don't have to understand anything. I don't have to explain everything. It's like I get you, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I get you, you know? Like it's like I'm talking to you right now with my mouth, and I'm hearing it with my ears, but I'm looking at you too, and it's like, oh yeah, you're real, true, like you're real. It's so trippy sometimes when you start feeling realer. You know what I mean? Because it's like I always see myself like this. I always see myself like my POV is like my feet, here, my arms, and everything. I cannot physically like see myself. You know what I mean? But like when I'm looking like this, it's like, oh, true, you're a human being. Like, duh. And it's like, I'm talking to myself, if, why are there so many flies? Like, my windows were not even open. I swear it's those little flies. Aren't flies those little fucking fruit flies or something? Like those fucking little thingies that fly, and they became a lot in the summer. You know, I had like shit on everywhere. They they become flies? Like do they become like actual, like the flies? You know what I mean? Because they're really tiny, the fruit flies thingies, but I saw a couple of them and they were getting bigger. Anyway, I'm like going complete other direction right now. What were we talking about? About me being real. And it's like, this is the other thing too. Like, I'm being transferred to get like another psychologist and psychiatrist because I moved houses and moved cities, and it's easier for me to get care here. But I'm also at this point where it's like, do I need it though? I don't want it. You know what I mean? It's like I don't want to look at the past. Like the past happened. Yeah, yeah, I went through a fuck shit ton of trauma and shit. But we're in the present right now. I want to focus on the present and bettering my future. You know, like doing better every single day. But it's like right now, this is what's happening. My past made me who I am today. You know, I'm really grateful for that. But I don't want to keep revisiting it if it's not necessary. Like I feel like I had to forgive myself and forgive those other people second, because it's like I make my own reality too, you know? I chose to live in this body. I chose to have the family that I have. I chose to do all of this. I chose to be in this life, you know? And there's a reason for it, you know? I have a purpose and I'm aware of it now. So it's like I also understand why I'm going there, because I'm getting um what do you call that? Like, there's this thing where you get money from your old job still if you're sick. So last year I got a mental breakdown, some shit happened. The whole year was a roller coaster of emotion, a roller coaster of everything. It was a build up, like a really long build up basically. But last year I broke, some shit happened, a lot of shit happened. I mostly don't even remember like the 4 or 5 months of the year. I remember meeting my girlfriend right now, that I have right now, and oof, a lot of things happened. A lot of things were happening, and it's crazy. And I thought last year was gonna be my last year on this earth because I was so done. I attempted twice, so it's like all these things happen, and I finally moved into this studio, and I had to wait, and it was a miracle that I got this studio. Like having this housing market right now, it's like crazy, but I got it, and right now everything is so calm, and the thought went away. Hmm. The thought went away. The thought went away. That's interesting. I was talking. I was like mid conversation, and the thought just went away. Maybe it'll come back, maybe it won't. I don't know. That's crazy. I was fucking talking, bro. Like, don't do me like that. Was it not important or something? What? Yeah, like mental breakdown, bro. Why did I say all of that shit? Oh, because I was talking about my psychologist, my psychiatrist. Yeah, so I went, whoa, I like straight all the way to like, bitch, you know your story. Like, why the fuck are you explaining it? Basically, that's it. And right now I'm on this path, and I started meditating again and started being more spiritual and like looking inwards and finding the truth and knowing that the truth is in me and stuff, and I shouldn't look outwards and stuff like that to find myself. I won't find myself out there. Myself is in here, you know? And my psychologist and my psychiatrist, I was on meds basically, like since last year till last time I took meds was like, I was in this house already. I moved in February. Last time was like in, I think, March, April or something. I took the last meds that I took until now basically. So I was on it for a really long time, and I realized that it's like those meds, they block me. They block me from being my highest self. They block me from feeling. They block me from going into that spiritual realm. They block me from a lot of things, and I become a zombie, and I don't like that. And I feel like I am facing myself and my feelings and my everything that I went through, and I'm facing it by myself, and I feel like that's the strongest thing I can do. I feel like going through life like actually sober or something, like sober as in you are with yourself most of the time and with all the emotions that you have and all the feelings and all your trauma and everything, facing them and still standing is like strong as fuck, you know? And I don't want to take meds. It's like, I understand some people obviously need it and stuff, but I feel like I can go through this shit. Like, the fucking medical industry, they just want to fucking keep me on a string so they can get money, swallow money out of me, like suck money out of me basically, so I can keep buying the meds and being dependent on them, you know? And it blocks me. It like fucking, it's like, might as well just drink alcohol every day, you know what I mean? Like, it fucking blocks the shit out of me. So did I say that I'm getting like money out of the my old job and stuff? Soon I'm gonna be, it's gonna be my, soon it's gonna be my second year. Oh, interesting. It's gonna be my second year. Is it? When did I stop? In January 2024. Yup. And it's like, yeah, it's gonna be my second year in January 2026. But I think in November I'm gonna because in November my contract terminates, and you can get it for 2 years. Like, your job can pay it for you, this the sick leave thing, for 2 years, and then you get transferred to this how do you say that, yeah, I don't like something from the government basically. It's like you get 70% of, I don't know, your money from your old job or some shit like that. And I'm gonna get transferred, and it's like I have to have proof that I'm like under care, that I'm like healing mentally and stuff like that. that I'm okay after that mental breakdown, because it's not only mental breakdown, I went through a lot of other shit. Um, and they want to know if I'm stable enough to go back to work, basically. You know, that's my process right now. And I get called every 8 weeks to see my process and to see how I'm doing and stuff. So I have all these people on me. I have my psychologist, my psychiatrist. I have someone that checks up on me every week, comes and helps me with other shit. But I am able to do them now. But she also checks on me to see if I'm like mentally okay, if I'm not gonna off myself, stuff like that. And if they see that I'm like alright and stuff, then they will. I will not have that surveillance anymore. But I'm still gonna have like my psychiatrist and my psychologist. But I feel like I'm okay, and it's also like the medical system, like the mental health industry and stuff, the mental health system thing, it keeps you trapped in there, so you can be dependent on them your whole life because you need these meds, you know what I mean? And that's not what I want. That's literally not what I want. I am trying to build my own shit. I am trying to build my business, um make this work, make my brand work, make it work, so I can somewhat be on my own, like I don't want to be dependent on these people. I don't want to be dependent on anyone, like, yeah, I still know if I have a business, whatever, I still have to pay taxes and all that shit, but at least I am my own boss. I am my own person. I have to stand up for myself. I have to do all these things for myself, and that's what I want, um I worked in so many places and it's all the same thing, and we're all just a number. They don't give a fuck about you. The energy in those places, whatever I worked, was just off. It's like a really, everyone vibrating on a really low frequency or something. It's like these fucking office spaces and these building and how people talk, and everyone has the same mentality, and how your supervisor talks to you and how they treat you and your manager, whatever the fuck, and how they don't give a fuck about you, basically. um if you don't make that money, like they only care about the money, and I feel more abundant right now that I have ever felt before. And I live in a studio, like it's not a big place. I have my food, I have myself, and that's all I want. Like that's all I want. And obviously, like, I have this feeling of not like wanting more, but being in a better position. I want to be, I always wanted to be financially free. Like that's the whole thing about me. Like I wanted to be financially free so I can just do everything I want. um but it's like, if I have peace with myself, in myself, and know that everything will be okay, and that sometimes we have to go through things to learn our lesson and to level up, basically. um I appreciate the purpose. Like I am grateful for the process, I mean. And I am grateful for me being here. I know that I'm not always gonna be here. This is my first time actually living alone, um like without anyone else, so it's like a really big deal for me. And it's like, it's teaching me also to be more minimalistic and appreciating what I have. And sometimes I bash myself for like wanting like wanting some clothing that is like actually good material and is not like from Primark or some fast fashion things. Like I choose to go to the thrift store, as much as possible. I choose to have better pieces of clothing that are cotton, that are linen, that are something like that, and building up my wardrobe than having all these fast fashion and them having to break and stuff like that. So for that, you need money to be able to buy these things. Like, I don't care about having like a whole big ass closet of clothes. What I do care about is having actual good piece of clothing on me. Like, just want the basics, and so I can layer them, and you know, I don't need all of that. But for that, you need money while you're living in this, if you want to keep living in this like society, you know. And that's what I'm striving for. That's what I want for myself. And not only that, but it's like I want to be able to go to my island whenever the fuck I want, and I want to be able to see my family whatever the fuck I want. I'm like at the other side of the world, away from them. I haven't seen them in 3 years. I haven't seen my mom, my sisters in 3 years. My sister got another son and I haven't even met him yet. I haven't even met him yet. My little nephew is gonna be 4 in September, and I saw last time I saw him he was 8 months old. Like, I fucking miss them. My little sister, who is my baby, who is everything to me, she is already 12. She's already 12, you know? And she's exploring herself, she's being herself, she's being such a beautiful person, and I am missing out on it. And my sister, my other little sister, who has my two beautiful nephews, she's becoming older, you know? She is doing all these things. Last time I saw her, she was, how old was she? Like 16, 17. It hurts me, and for that I need money, you know what I mean? It's like it's like I'm not greedy. I am not asking for like a million, 2 million. I'm not asking to be rich. All I want is to just do the things that I need financially. I need to do financially. That's all I want. Just to be like, yeah, I can do this, or yeah, I'm gonna go there, or whatever. But still having these human responsibilities and having a job and everything, like having my job, having my career, having the things that I want to do. I am it's not like I am feeding off of these people and living my life like being like, huh, like I got like money weekly or whatever, like I can do whatever the fuck I want and stuff. I still have to pay stuff. I still have to pay all my things. I still have to budget a little bit and like be like, okay, I have enough for food, I have enough for this, I have enough for that. And I don't want to live like that for the rest of my life. I don't want to worry about like, oh, I can only eat like plátano y huevo like this week or something. Oh, I can only eat like, no, I want to be able to eat healthy and eat the things that I want to eat. I want to be able to only have like glass containers and like a glass blender, and have the things be good, and like not wasting shit and not buying plastic and not doing that. Like, I want to be able to do those things. Like, it's not like I don't want to, but it's like financially you have to afford it too, you know what I mean? It's not like I don't choose to be like having none of this shit and like living on the street and being like, yeah, I'm spiritually high and stuff. Like, I have only love and peace and calm and I am happy and stuff. Like, all right, like you're happy, that's you. Like, you choose to live like that. That you want your reality to look like that. That's okay, and you're comfortable with it. Good for you. One love. I love you. Like, bless you, whatever. But I have no interest, and my human body has no interest in living like that. You know what I mean? I also want to be comfortable. You know, I want to be comfortable and aware. I want to be able to be still humble and generous and kind and sweet and everything. That's why I have to ground myself right now and appreciate the things I have. And that's why I also went through the things that I went through, because I didn't always have everything. You know, I didn't always have everything. This for me is my everything. You know, this for me is my everything right now. Like having roof over my head, being safe, by the way, being safe, having no one enter and physically abuse me or do anything that I don't want them to do to me, being safe, being peaceful, being calm, and me going through emotional feelings, because it is okay. Like, it is okay to be angry, be annoyed, be have all of that, but observe them and don't judge them and ask where they're coming from, and never having hate, never having ill will towards anyone else, or never being greedy or selfish or manipulating or lying or doing all these things. You can still live as a human being but have love and kindness. You can still live as a human being and still become angry and frustrated and annoyed sometimes. It's okay. you know and I have to remind myself of those things, because it's like, bitch, I understand you want to live comfortably too, you know like, yeah, I want to buy a terrain and have my house there and have my garden and be able to walk outside and plucking my tomatoes and my strawberries and everything else. Like, wow, that would be amazing to me. Yeah, I would love to go here and like have a freaking beach in my backyard or something, or go on vacation. By the way, the vacation thing, I don't know, maybe what I'm saying people might not agree with, but it's whatever, because it's like something I thought about recently. It's like, why do why is it a vacation if it's like the earth you live on, by the way? And why do they give you a certain amount of vacation? You have to work year round. Here, a lot of people, how they live is like work for those 11 or 10 months, I don't know how much it is, and then working towards that vacation, working towards that something, and then having only 4 weeks and then doing it all over again. You know, it's like kind of sad, because it's like, why am I not? Why can I not just travel whenever I want to see this beautiful earth that we live in? Why do I have to ask for permission? By the way, you have to ask for permission to go to vacation. And if there's not if there's if too many people already asked for vacation on the same time that you wanted to go on vacation, you get denied your vacation, right? By the way, so you have to figure out what other time of year you want to go to, by the way. So it's like, why? Like, I know that with my business, like when I have my business, I'm not gonna be like, all right, bye, bitches. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna be like that year round. It's like, I'm still aware that I have my responsibility to make my money. You know what I mean? If I go on vacation, this business is not gonna keep on flourishing. Like, vacation, I can't go for like 11 months and come for 1 month or something, unless it's a ginormous freaking business where it like does its own thing already, and I only have to come like maybe once a month or some shit. I don't know. But I'm just saying, like, because I get frustrated sometimes, because it's like, I want to go to my island, I want to go see my family and stuff. Why do I have to pay freaking around 7 to 1,000 euros to go there? Like 700 to 1,000, like, and it's like, realistically, I'm not even able to go on the period where it's like low season or something, or whatever the fuck. Maybe right now I am. I'm just trying to figure it all out right now, because I really want to go before the year ends. And I feel like I'm getting signs of the universe telling me, yes, it's coming, But sometimes I have that feeling of like, all right, but like, I literally got a bill of like almost 300 euros. I have to pay that. What do I do? I want to go to Curacao, but it's like I have to save up, right? Where's the money coming from? Blah blah blah. You know, all those things. So it's like that feeling of doubt and self doubt and doubting the universe and doubting God basically, and not having faith and doubting yourself and all those things. Because if if God wants something for you, it's gonna happen. You know what I mean? If it's for you, it's gonna come. It's gonna come, you know? So yeah, I'm talking too much. It's all like I've been almost talking for an hour, bruh. But it was just a lot of things. I had to just get it all out of my system. It's all gonna be okay. I feel better. Like I feel way better. Um yeah, just live and observe yourself. Everything will come. Everything is okay. Like those feelings of self-doubt, like all of those, like being skeptical and stuff, like it's okay to feel it, but observe it and don't judge it. Like understand yourself, to understand that you lived a certain way for so long and you implemented these beliefs in yourself too, and other people implemented these beliefs on you, that you lived for so long, that right now you're making a major change, and you're gonna think about it, you're gonna have those doubts, you're gonna have all those things, you know, but always come back, you know, always ground yourself, you know, and talk to yourself. And it's okay, like you're not crazy, you're not any of those things, it's okay, you know. Believe, have faith, trust, you know. You came such a long way, like girl, you came such a long way. You got out of that bubble, of that cycle, of that thing, and you're so strong. Like you got out of it, and it's okay to feel these things. You only have been living alone for like what, 6 months or something. It's okay. It's like fine. Everything is fine. All the things you're feeling alright is beautiful. It's okay. You know? Feel yourself, give yourself some love, eat, drink water, be nice to yourself, be kind to yourself, feel yourself, listen to some music, do something creative. And if you wanna even binge watch a series or something and you feel better, like do it. Don't feel guilty because you're using screen time or something. Like it's okay. It's fine, you know, like you're still reading your books, you still have books, you still read them, you're still aware of the things that you're doing. That's the beautiful thing. You're still aware, you know? Like it's like you know that you're watching TV. You know that you're not gonna do that every single day. You know that you have this routine. You know that you have this discipline. You know that you are disciplined. You know that you have to cook, eat, do all these things. Go outside, bike sometimes, you know, like feel nature. But if you wanna just chill and do that, that's also okay, girl. You can do whatever you want. It's okay. It's okay. So it's okay. Everything will be okay. Peace, love, and seek the answers within. It's all in here. And talk to yourself more. Don't be embarrassed about it. Like you are your biggest friend. You are your number one friend. Hype yourself up. Like feel yourself, hug yourself. You know? Be with yourself. Like do things with yourself. It's the most beautiful thing to like be your own friend, like, and laugh with yourself, do all these things. Like you're not crazy, bro. You're not delusional. Maybe other people would be looking at you and being like, the fuck. But you know, like you're feeling yourself, you're being you, you know. And that's the most beautiful thing you can do.